Every day, it's a little closer, gonna shove a fork into my toaster. Heyo everyone, Misha B. Barkin here. This is a bit of an unplanned video, and it's also unscripted, so there might be a lot more jump cuts. Apologies ahead of time, I have trouble just getting out my words. I stutter a lot, so deal with it. Originally I was gonna read the Zootopia abortion comic. That's still planned, but it might be a little bit after or before Christmas that I do that, so buckle up for that one. Nah, I decided instead today we're gonna watch that NFT cartoon that I saw on Twitter the other day. So yeah, let's see what the description says about it. It's 2130. Humans f***ed up, and a family of bored apes have had enough. Our heroes are leaving Earth to start a new life on Mars, but all is not as it seems. Or is it? The Red Ape Family, or TRAF, is the world's first animated comedy series built around and starring blue chip NFTs. Blue chip NFTs, by the way, the term blue chip comes from a poker game in which the blue chips have the highest value. Like Bitcoin and Ethereum, there are NFT blue chips that are expected to be around in 5 to 10 years. If that makes sense to you, then that makes one of us, dog. It is also the only show of its kind to sell episodes as standalone NFTs. Oh yeah, and it's the start of a new era in entertainment history. Stealing art wasn't enough. They're gonna go into the animation world too and f that up. So I've given my opinion on NFTs during the Lindsay Lohan video, but I'm not a huge fan of them. There's plenty of videos explaining why NFTs are not a good thing, so save your f***ing breath in the comments if you like them. Just click off or watch it, I don't know. But yeah, today we're gonna watch this and we're gonna react to it. I am not nearly drunk enough for this. I'm also hoping not to get copyright struck or claimed, but we'll see. Anyway, let's get started with this.
Bugger.
We're off to a fantastic start. Those are definitely NFTs, all right. God, they look no better than adult animation normally does. Like, this gives me Big Mouth vibes, except for Big Mouth probably looks a little better than this does. You could air this shit on Fox and I would just believe you for a second that this was just the next adult animation. Why do they all look like shit? We can make animation that looks good. Well, these guys can't because they poured all their money into NFTs, but still.
Leave it to me, boys.
Are they f***ing British? British characters, British NFT monkeys. Oh my god, is that a Shiba? Oh my god. All right, this show's great. I love this show, 10 out of 10.
Finally.
Like, actual point to be made here, the sound quality is okay. I don't like how many like empty gaps there are though. There's no music. Yeah, there's no music so far. That's what's missing. Like, it floats out and it does the noise when she floats out, and that's perfectly fine. That sounded fine, and then she shot the laser and everything was good, but there was just a weird awkward silence in between where you could tell where the first clip ended, like the first sound clip, and the second sound clip begun. That just bothers me. Add music. Music changes everything. People don't realize just how much music enhances animation or just movies in general, but it was probably out of their budget because they spent all their money on NFTs.
Hey, buddy, you flown this thing before, or...
On the point of music, again, that would have been a really good spot to not have music. They crash the plane and then they're just sitting there, you know? It's empty, there's nothing there, and then everything breaks off. That would have been a great moment to have silence, but since everything is silent, it loses that value, you know? It loses that impact of the silence, because silence in spaces and music is almost as important as the music itself, but you need a balance of the two. The fact that there's no music takes away from the silence.
Fuck.
Get used to hearing that fuck, by the way. Yeah, that comes up a lot, I'm pretty sure. I think we already heard it before, but yeah. Also, there's music now, and you notice that the scene was just that little bit better. It still looks like shit, but it's just that little bit better. It's enhanced slightly just by having music.
Gold. I ain't seen that shit in years.
Okay, before I continue, I am no voice actor in the slightest, but like, this guy, he has no emotion in his voice. He just has one monotone emotion when he talks. You notice how when I talk, I have a bunch of inflections and you can tell my attitude. Like, I could take away the stills and you could still tell the mood I'm in, you know? This doesn't have that. But like, he could be like, gold. I haven't seen that shit in years. You know, he could do something, just, this is so f***ing boring. They could have hired better voice actors, but I think they spent all their money on the NFT.
Fuck. Keep up, boys.
I remember somebody on Twitter pointing out this animation part. So you notice the thing in the background, the curved thing? They don't actually change that between the two camera angles. So for no reason, the two dudes and the ape just switch spots. They could have made it slightly different, and that would have made it obvious that, hey, the camera angle changed. But they didn't do that. They left it the exact same. So it looks the same. It just looks like the characters teleported.
Tell me you've got something good.
Honey, would the husband you idolize and adore let you down? Don't answer that.
That could have been such a good joke. That could have been so good. It didn't flow.
Do you know what this is? This little lump of gold is actually a device containing the most valuable NFT ever created.
Wait, so there's NFTs in the NFT video?
Non-fungible token?
Non-fuckable toucan.
That was a little funny. That got a chuckle out of me, I'm not gonna lie. Also, don't tell me they're gonna explain NFTs to me like I'm 5. The ship is called the Musk One. Come on. Come on.
Well, this is another nice mess you got us into. Who? How? Huh? Is there a fucking owl here? Give me that. You won't get away with this, Chucky.
God, if only that sounded good. That could have been like slapstick comedy you would see on like f***ing Looney Tunes, but instead it sounds like garbage, and for some reason the skinny guy's mic was like really bad quality.
Michael Porter, please make your way to the boarding gate.
Is that fucking Donald Trump? Also, is that an adult Catbug? That looks a lot like Catbug. And what's wrong with the guy on the far, what's wrong with the two people on the far left? They both look just baked out of their minds, dude. Also, the doggo is back. Look at him. That's the best part about this show, is that dog existing.
Passport, please.
I'm Winky, he's Chucky, these young monkeys are Caesar and Hunky, and the dog's Rocky.
Rocky, my boy, you are hard carrying this show right now.
Oh, and this is Dr. Nwatiti, our family doctor / hypnotherapist.
Hypnotherapist? I know of one of those.
Oh, apes. What a sexy surprise.
Oh, I didn't know there was gonna be a furry in this episode.
Me don't know you. Move your bumper clot, man.
There are powerful forces at play here.
Who is the skull? Where did they get the skull? Have they had the skull the whole time? What is the importance of the skull? What the f is going on in this show? I don't get it. I don't get any of it.
Let me see. What's happening out there?
There is at least 4 apes out there, mi amor.
No way.
We cannot let them all in, surely. But if we do, they can hang around. Get it?
You're kidding, mate. Here, give me that. Hey, neighbours. Who the hell are ya?
That was the ending? What? How was that an ending? Nothing happened. They went somewhere else and then it was like, oh, new characters. Who are you, mi amor? And then the fucking show just ends. As if anyone's gonna watch an episode 2. I see why YouTube disabled dislikes. They saw this shit coming. I'm gonna dislike it. Obligatory, don't go harass anybody involved in this. I'm reacting to the animation itself. I don't want to trash on the people that were involved with it unless, you know, they're buying NFTs and get banned. It just looks so bad, okay? I've given my opinions and I've given constructive criticism, and I feel like that's the most important part. Was I wasn't just shitting on it the entire time. I mean, I kind of was, but towards the beginning there, I was at least trying to be nice and trying to give, you know, things that they could do different if somehow a fucking episode 2 comes out and somehow they see this and have enough of their head out of their ass to actually accept criticism. But from what I've seen, they're not gonna do that. So my opinion doesn't matter on this. Look, would something like this have potential? No, but you know, if they wanted to work on a different project, it's possible that that could go off the ground. They just need to drop the NFT thing, you know? NFTs look gross, okay? You need appealing characters. No character in this show, other than the fucking dog, Rocket is the only name I remember. And it was said once and pointed out. And by the way, the dog just disappeared. There were so many inaccuracies and so many things just didn't make sense. Random characters would show up and suddenly be super important. That fucking gold skull, that's gone. We never saw that again. The whole entire show just didn't make sense. I tried to be nice, and I feel like for the most part I was, but God, man. And if NFTs are genuinely trying to break into the animation industry and NFT animation start being a thing, that's really f***ing bad. That's really bad for the art community because we're already seeing artists get their art stolen and sold as NFTs. You have to go through an entire process and a half and hope that the other side helps you with the appeal. You have to hope that the people with the f***ing NFTs are willing to listen to you. It's so fucking hard to get your art back once somebody steals it from an NFT. Like, if this becomes a thing with the animation industry or just videos in general, that's bad. NFTs are inherently bad. There is nothing good about them. There's so much better that these people could be doing, but instead they're f***ing up the environment and f***ing up artists' lives. Just go buy a commission. Please, go commission an artist. I could list so many artists that deserve more of your time and money than these f***ers ever could. I have friends who are actively struggling to pay their bills. They're living paycheck to paycheck, trying to make it as artists, while these f***ers just get to animate some shitty thing and buy some f***ing tokens, and suddenly they're well off. No, f*** you, get bent. But anyway, yeah, that's the end of the video. Sorry this was a little loosey-goosey or unscripted, and I got a little upset, but you know, it's just, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. But yeah, you know, content should be back to normal next week. Sorry to the people on Coffee that won't be receiving a script this week, but I should have this early access video up. So yeah, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!